Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Final Fantasy XIV Dawntrail. It is patch day for 7.1. We have some new stuff, we have new story drops, we have a whole new raid drop, and we also have the first of 3 of the allied quests, which are formally named as Beast Tribes. So, I didn't realize this was coming into with this patch. So, we're going to be tackling the allied quests, and we'll go from there. So, you know how these videos go. This video won't be coming out for quite some time. So, basically, if you don't know how I handle these types of quests, I go through all the main like allied quests. I don't cover the 3 dailies that you have to do, but I do all the important ones. So, yeah. Strap in. We'll be in here for a while. Hello, Pelu. What's up, man? Maybe meeting with her won't be so easy after all. Mablu said she'd be around here somewhere, though. Hey, mans. Whoa! Cecil the Adventurer? The mighty warrior who traveled the length and breadth of Tural, taking its myriad sights, sounds, and smells, even those within the otherworldly dome? The savvy haggler who helped the third promise acquire a saddle worth 10,000 thousands in the thousands column, despite starting with a mere 100? Oh boy. He sees money. My inner abacus is clacking away. You're the missing piece I've been looking for. The missing piece for my brand new enterprise, that is. What's that? Sorry about that. I got a little carried away. So happy to finally meet you. I'm Lepu, a merchant. Until recently, my business was bedclothes, all woven from the finest alpaca wool. My dear friend Mablu told me all about you. I hear you gave her the nudge she needed to embark upon her journey as a peddler. Can't even begin to thank you enough. But I'll get straight to the point. I have a proposal for you today, Cecila. How would you like to become a special advisor for a trailblazing tourism venture? I call it the Tural Travel Agency. I didn't take the image off. Shit. Sorry about that. Of course, you'll be compensated for your time. You'll also be the first in line for all kinds of treats and trinkets, not to mention a wealth of exciting experiences. You don't have to answer right away, but if any of this has roused your interest, please come and visit me in Hanu. We can go over the finer details there. I'll be waiting for you, along with the rest of my associates. He's very eager to start a business. I'll get into a little bit more details about how I handle this quest once I get to the once I wrap up the things that I can do today. Way. Not too far. Oh, there you are. Thank you for coming. Right, here goes. Oh, Kali, welcome to Kozamaku. Malka. Huh. Oh, God. Is it like they're welcoming, like with the lolly ho thing with the dwarves? After traveling across Tural, it's no wonder you've learned the local custom. Allow me to introduce myself again. I'm Lipu, the founder of the Tural travel agency. With me are my brother, Yubli, and my Hanu associates. We'll be happy to explain the ins and outs of our budding enterprise. You were there for the Ascension ceremony, weren't you? Yes. So long ago. Ah, man, look at him. Our old, Dawn servant. It's a shame that he died. He was a cool dude. I liked him. Dawn servant Wuklama spoke of growing to love her people all the more as she got to know them better. Of how she wanted us to live with joy in our hearts and smiles on our faces. Well, those words soon left their mark. This capital's residents are eager to learn about their fellow Turali, who in turn yearn to foster understanding. You see it too, don't you? An unmistakable business opportunity. Well, that's precisely where the Turali Travel Agency comes in. Why answer that burgeoning demand? Our goal is to help revitalize this community as it attempts to rebuild after the Great Storm. Promoting Kozamauka as a tourist destination will provide a much-needed source of income for the region, and with it, all the benefits that follow. Of course, we wouldn't be having this conversation had we not consulted with the Hanu beforehand. After much discussion, they kindly agreed to set aside a tract of land by Doc Poga for development. And would you believe it, the villagers are flocking to join our staff. As Lipu said, the people are eager to learn about their fellow Turali. We Hanu are eager to share our culture with them as well. Much as when you helped us revive Ihana, we hope to welcome many outsiders into our home, that we may know one another better and enjoy each other's company. And what better way to do so than to support this tourism initiative? That sounds like a good plan to me. Of course, tourism is an industry new to Tural. This is unfamiliar territory in many respects, and people understandably have their concerns. But who better to assuage those concerns than someone who's roamed far and wide and met with the countless Turali from all over the continent? I guess the guy makes sense. He makes a valid argument. Alright. Oh, I can help out. I was just out of cutscene! The core of our business is providing accommodations and guided tours to the local area. As we speak, XIV is putting his shipwright skills to use, setting up construction for our base of operations by Doc Poga. By sourcing foodstuffs to souvenirs and everything in between, we're working hard and glove with the good people of Okano to make sure this venture benefits everyone involved. Still, there are very few things we've been worried about. The guided tours, for example. Visitors will journey here after making a reservation about offices in Tural and Tuli, and you'll have to guarantee their safety every step of the way. After all, we can't expect our customers to handle themselves like you can. And that leads us neatly back to my proposition. How about it? We count on your help for us as a special advisor while the travel agency finds its feet. Sure, count yourself specially advised. I knew you could count on you. Wonderful. Although I'm loath to put you straight to work, straight away, I would seek your assistance. We guides have each devised a plan for our prospective tours, and based on our knowledge of our homeland, but we benefit greatly from the input of a worldly traveler like yourself. Honest opinions only. Liblu, perhaps you could accompany us on a prize of the tours as well. I'll stay behind and oversee the construction of XIV. Fine idea. Guides, please wait in your respective tour locations. I'll take Celsa to each of you in turn. When you're ready to say the word, I'm keen as the Hanu are to hear your thoughts. Alright, let's go, sir. Let's go visit the Genu Hanu in the fields of gold, who I am told wishes to showcase local industry with a focus on the village and green fields. Let's go! Alright. glad you're here. I can almost hear couldn't bear the wait. Right, let me explain the concept of the tour. First and foremost, I see this as a chance of our customers to understand we Hanu. We're better to learn than right here among our reed fields. After all, the reeds are the very heart of our culture. Just cast your gaze across these lush fields and just get a sense of what defines us. That's enough about my thoughts. What do you think? I should like to believe this is a place that those none of the Hanu can also appreciate, but the key to the beginning, perhaps reed shouldn't be your sole focus. The tour should absolutely involve reeds, but as the title suggests, I think visitors will want to learn about other aspects of Hanu culture too. Perhaps giving them a tour of local settlements will serve as a worthy introduction to your traditions. Yes, I think the plan is coming along nicely. To summarize, we begin by guiding guests from the villages. We'll see how reeds are so tightly interwoven with Hanu culture. That way, they'll appreciate the precious resources growing in your patties all the more. I was so excited about showing visitors our fields. I hadn't considered that. They might like to learn about the normal everyday lives of Hanu too. I appreciate the suggestion. Consider also having a range of handicrafts on offer that visitors might purchase as if so inclined. Perhaps a mix of practical household items, more esoteric trinkets, charms, and the like. Alright, let's head for a breath between next. Zilly Holly has proposed walking toward the river, and we ought to be waiting for us there. Alright. Okay. Okay, sir. I completely lost track of time. My attention was whisked away by the endless waters of Kuzage. If you didn't already know, Kuzage means big tongue in our language. If you aren't careful, you might find yourself slurping up, taken off by the current. You know, I bet insights into the language like that would prove a hit with visitors. I'm glad you think so, but I'm still a little unsure of my plan. The idea is to guide guests along the river, explain the language and local history as I go, but is it really enough entertainment? If we will prepare for water-related mishaps. How about working in a spot of fishing too? That could be a good idea. I see. Offering an activity besides sightseeing is a wonderful idea. I appreciate your advice. Whatever the form that tour takes, I want to make sure our guests leave completely satisfied. I'll be sure to confer with Lip Blue as I hammer out the details. This time we went to see Zenu Hanu. We proposed a magical spelunking tour in which visitors can marvel at all of the natural beauty of the world beneath their feet. It's a cave Kikitola. Alright. Visitors. There you are. I'm starting to feel lonesome while waiting for you to arrive. Let's get straight to it, right, shall we? Cave Kikitola is the source of many minerals and medicinal ingredients. For generations, it's been held as a sacred site of healing. I'm sure visitors will be enamored with the cave's natural beauty, but the route here from the villages is long and arduous, and the interior is rather dark. I fear it might not be suitable reward for the challenge of simply getting in and getting here. Visitors could try their hand at collecting medicines and minerals. Next, a suggestion. Of course, with any such plans, respect for the cave and its significance of the Hanu would be paramount. The souvenirs we acquire on our journeys can be quite near and dear to us. I think visitors would love to take a piece of a trip back home, and the villagers could make use of any surplus materials as well. But as Zeno Hanu said, the cave is somewhat remote. We can't discount the possibility of tour groups running afoul of fiends on the way here. Perhaps we'd better be off reserving this course for more seasoned travelers. I must say, the two of you are full of fine ideas. I'm starting to get excited. Just give me a little longer and I'll have my plan ready. Alright. With all that, we've heard 3 proposals from our guides. I'm sure you're tired from all that trapezing around, but let's get back to Oak Hanu, shall we? Alright, sounds like a solid plan so far. I approve. Sorry to have taken up so much of your time, but you helped address the guides and worries. Brought some excellent suggestions to the table. While you were out there, a question out of Bapano came to mind. What exactly is it that we're still selling with the Tural travel agency? It's not as simple as peddling produce or providing a service. If we're unsure, we'll have a hard time enticing customers. For the longest time, I couldn't pinpoint the answer, but hearing those proposals made it crystal clear. We're in the business of ephemeral experiences. It is our responsibility to curate every moment of a visitor's stay and ensure they leave with wonderful memories that last a lifetime. That way, our customers will be sure to fall in love with Kozamauka and its people. Oh boy. He sees those dollar bills. I can practically hear my inner abacus clock clacking away, provided we hold fast to our principles. And remember that we're here to serve our customers above all else. I'm confident that we'll have no qualms with parting with their hard-earned pel. The Tural travel agency will be synonymous experiences both exceptional and unforgettable. I'll have to drive that message home when I come our enterprise in the capital. Then there's the matter of making sure the benefits outweigh the birds of the Hanu. There's so much to do. Before all that, how about we take a look at our soon-to-be-built base of operations in your dick, Poga. Knowing my brother and Wakabu, I dare say they've made a remarkable progress already. Oh boy. Alright. Going over there. See, I had a feeling something would go over here eventually, because this was a pretty large area to leave empty. So I had a feeling something would probably go over there, and I guess I was right. All right. There it is, Doc Poga. Look at that, work in progress. It's a good start for the moment. It's a good way to. It's a good base. All right. It's a good base to start with. Looking rather empty, but it's fine. They're just starting out. Apparently they're ready to start construction. The blueprints have been finalized and all the materials are already out to hand. Once the work is finished, then the countdown really begins. Here's hoping for satisfied customers and, more importantly, happiness for all involved, be they Hanu, Pelu, or adventurer extraordinaire. It's so wonderful to have you on board. Let's work together to make this a stunning success. Short hands. Whatever you say, sir. What do you say we get this thing built? Work fast. Look at that. It's already ready to go. Fast workers. Look at that. They're already ready to go. construction work on the Tural traveling to Pelu and her associates had set the rise of establishing Kozumauka the top tourist destination. Despite a host of challenges that remain before the goals can be realized, a special advisor is your duty to offer support and guidance as they embark on this exciting new enterprise. Woo! Right. I've learned the emote. Hello, proponent. Alright, so basically, how these quests will work is you gotta go through a bunch of dailies to build up your rank, your reputation. So once you hit the max reputation for that rank, you'll get a rank up quest, which will not only put you up to the next rank, but it'll also open up more dailies that you can do. So that's what we're going to be doing for quite a while. Now these types of quests, these Beast Tribe ally quests, these at least take about a month, maybe a little bit over a month to finish, because it takes almost a full week just to go through the last rank. So it takes roughly about a month, if not a little bit longer, to finish up all of these allied quests. So when I can go up to the next rank, I will be back. Alright, we're back. We can go up to the next rank. So, Liplu, what's up, lad? Can't never tell if you guys are a boy or a girl. Sassel, so good to see you again. Thanks to you, the Tural travel agency is almost ready to open for business. Truth be told, we've already taken our first booking. Until soon after we start promoting our services in Thule. A momentous occasion indeed. Our first customer is a Hetzara named Seiya. Apparently, he works for the Wings of Reflection in the capital. He's traveling by alpaca and should arrive any moment now. I'd like you to join me in giving him a warm Kozumauka welcome. We got a few loose ends to tie up here, but I'll join you by the entrance when I'm done. Alright. The first tour! I should grab these real fast, because once I go up to the next rank, I will be given new sets of quests. Alright. Alright. Let's see who is our first visitor. Oh no, by the way, I apologize for the videos with the raids, and even the field station video. Hang on, let me just get the image off. The game audio was so loud you couldn't even hear what I was saying. So I apologize for that. I didn't realize how loud it was until I actually got into the editing. So I apologize for that. If you couldn't hear me at all. I couldn't even hear myself, so I apologize for that. Seiya, I presume. Welcome. Hey, mans. Well met, Liplu. Thanks to my fuzzy friend here, I had a delightful trip. It speaks volumes that you've partnered with the poorest to ensure your customers are well cared for. What a spectacular place this is! The journey alone has raised my expectations. Such breathtaking views! I've always longed to explore Tural, and I lacked the courage to take that first step. So when I heard of your adventure, Liplu, I couldn't help believe my luck. I look forward to seeing what you've got in store for me. You won't soon forget your time here. That's a Tural travel agency guarantee. Well, without further ado, let's get you registered. If you head to the reception, I'll be with you shortly. I have a small favor to ask. Say has requested a guided tour, and I'd hate for something to happen on our very first guest. Have you keep an eye on things and take the weight off my mind? May I impose your company Say and his guide as he explore the local area? Sure. Excellent! Well, I better go and deal with the paperwork. Come and find when you're ready. You know, thinking about it now, that apology is gonna come like at least a month and a half late. Because, this video won't be out at least until probably early or if not late December. I mean, currently it is November 14th, so I expect this to come like well late into December. If not early, we'll see. Just to confirm, you booked the Hanu culture cult experience, correct? That's correct. If I could squeeze in a spot of fishing too, that'd be wonderful. I'm a keen angler in my spare time, you see. Absolutely. In that case, we can stop by Breath Between on our route. But first, I'll give you a thorough tour of our village. Now, customer safety is the paramount for the Tural travel agency, which is why our special advisor, Cecil, will be joining you. You were part of the Dawntrail's entourage during the Right of Succession, weren't you? Even everyone at the White Ring Reflection knows your exploits well. How reassuring that you'll be watching over us. Likewise, it's heartening to have you with us. And on that note, shall we make our way to Hanu? Safe travels, I hope you'll have a wonderful time. Alright. Hanu's. Alright. Well, that is not the quest I want to go to. Alright. During the Rise Succession, Dawn's servant Wukalon helped us restore the lifting of wings. Ihihana, to its former glory. This is the float that was repaired for the festival. I'd heard tales, but to see the real thing is something else entirely. I'm starting to get a sense of how important reeds are to the Hanu, not to mention how many different things you use with them. Cooking, construction, the list goes on. Fascinating. Nothing can make you happier than seeing all the Tural taking interest in our culture. That alone makes this job worthwhile. Now that we've visited Hanu, let's head for Breath Between, see if those fish are biting today. Oh, and in case you're wondering, we even had to use reeds as bait. Alright. Turret is progressing smoothly, and the pairs have set up to the Breath Between. I'm really curious to see what the tribal mount. Well, I guess I can't really call them tribal. Oh yeah, I can. The tribal mount will be with the Hanu. Hopefully it's something cool looking. Because aside from the tribal mount from the Omicrons, tribal mounts have been kind of meh. The Omicrons probably had the best tribal mounts in probably all the tribes that we have so far. It isn't every day you get to cast your line in such beautiful surroundings. I'll be coming back with my own gear, that's for sure. Me and Hanu love the wind on our feathers as we fish. It's as though we are cradled by, I don't know how to pronounce that word, Kixaya's divine protection from head to talon. Say, I don't suppose you know of any fishing spots off the beaten trail. There are a few anglers over here besides us, but I haven't had a single bite yet. Perhaps Cave Kiki Tola would have fit the bill. It's a modest walk away, but the fish are plentiful, and one may cast a line in peace and quiet. That sounds perfect. If it's not too much trouble, I'd like to make the trip. My only concern is the fiends, but I ought to do all I can to accommodate Seiya's wishes. Of course. Let's make our way there. Onward to Cave Kiki Tola. I mean, that's what I'm here for. Alright, danger may be afoot. Follow the pair. So I imagine for the future beast the tribals, I'm sure one's gonna involve the Pelu in the mountains. I'm fairly certain that would probably be the gatherers, Or it could be the craftsman, too. No. Well, no, because I was about to say the crafters could be here, but we already have a tribal section here. I'm not quite sure who they would be. That Pelu would probably be the gatherers. Let me go down below. Right? No, Pelu would be the... No, Pelu would have to be the crafters, wouldn't they? I'm not quite sure who would be the gathering and the crafting tribes. Alright, no beasts! Looks like I'm gonna fight that beast over there. Ambushing Hammerhead. Alright. Well, maybe not. Oh no, no, this is part of it, right? Yep, there it is. Alright. Dead. What's going on over here? How's the fishing going? What an excellent catch! Thanks for bringing me here. Oh no, the pleasure's all mine. If it pleases you, we can have the cook serve your fish with your next meal. And leftovers may be dried and prepared as a treat for the journey home. Wow, that sounds absolutely lovely. And with that, let's return to Doc Poga. Thank you again for staying watching our tour. Alright. Whee! Welcome back! Saying Zilly Holly has just returned. Zelly Holly. What a wonderful experience. Not only did I learn about the area and its people, but the tour was tailored to my every whim. This will be the talk of Tural. That said, I couldn't help but notice one glaring flaw. You're aware of what I speak of, aren't you, Cecila? Did something happen during the tour? The tour itself was uneventful, but may have had to dispatch a few ravenous fiends. Are you surprised? You were right there, too! You did indeed, yes, albeit so swiftly that I never thought as though I was in danger. You dealt with those fiends by yourself? Are you alright? There are a few who could have handled the beast so effortlessly, and that's where the problem lies. One day you'll take your leave of the Tural travel agency, and they'll be hard-pressed to find someone more of a comparable skill. How then is the agency to ensure the safety of future guests, I wonder? I see what you're saying. Having Cecily here with us is truly a blessing, but not a blessing we can rely upon forever. Exactly. Customer safety should be a core pillar of your business. You'll need stronger measures in place to account for any dangers that may arise. I should mention that the Wing of Reflection considers tourism to be a vital part of our nation's future. All the more so we forge ties and foreign powers and promote the exchange of cultures moving forward. Complications notwithstanding, I'm glad a person who experience the joys of sightseeing. Please don't hesitate to consult with us so we may iron out any other issues and nurture this industry together in the months and years to come. We should be glad to do so, and may I say that devising a security plan that doesn't require a resident adventure will be our top priority.
feel ashamed. I never crossed my mind that entrusting our safety to Cecil alone might be a problem. I like to do my part to protect our guests on their stay. I think I speak for all my fellow guides when I say that. Perhaps our special advisor would be willing to train us. A wonderful idea. Your skill with wind magics is a boon for sure, but your local knowledge and your experience dealing with the region's fiends makes you all the more qualified for this duty. Still, to be safe, I propose we assign 2 guides per tour group, that we may alleviate the burden and better guarantee group safety. No, we'll need proper facilities, place to train, space to house supporting staff, and it could amount to quite the expenditure. You see those dollar bills? Dollar bills. My inner advocate is clacking away. It's telling me that this is a private investment opportunity made possible because we identified the problem early. Of course, we're still counting on your help, Cecil. There's plenty to be done besides guide training, warding off fiends. We may welcome our first customer, but the real test is yet to come. Alright. Alright, let's see what's gonna be changing here. There it is! Look at that, they're training away! A weak-ass arrow. A new guide training facility has been established at the Twilight Travel Agency base of operations, where candidates may look to your example to hone their skills. The new policy will assign 2 guides to each group will ensure none may come to harm in your absence. Alright. Woo! Alright. So that's proponent number 2. There's about 3 or 4 more ranks to go through. Where's this new area at? Oh, there it is. Nice. Look at that. This doesn't look like a very big place of residence right here. It's just a tree with ladder. With a ladder. Where do you sleep? The tree's not that big to hold anybody. Alright. That train. It's the best way to drive away off a fiend. You stick it with the sword. Alright. Well, that's that rank. When I can go up to the next rank, I will be back. So, sit tight. Alright, we're back. We can rank up. So, Liplu, what's going on? Earth and Shire awaits. The Shire. The ring. Did you hear? Business is booming at the Twilight Travel Agency. Thanks to you and the Hanu, we've been seeing stellar sales. And our new policies and training are all paying off. Not a single one of our customers has been accosted by fiends. Needless to say, they find the presence of their guides turned protectors thoroughly reassuring. Still, a few issues come to light. First and foremost, our reach. So far, our tours have limited to downstream and Kozamauka, but many guests have expressed desire to see the region's upper reaches. With that in mind, I contacted Mabu and asked her to gauge how receptive the Mabu might be to the whole tourism concept. We're about to hold a meeting and discuss the matter. I'd love to have you join us. When you're ready, head to Elder Zanu Holly's residence in Hanu. How would you do that, though? The big old bridge walkway is destroyed. There's like no realistic way you could possibly do that unless you rebuild the bridge. Oopsies. Ah, I forgot my little dude's up. My little dude shouldn't be up. My little dude shouldn't be up. Alright. This isn't streaming. My little dude shouldn't be there. My little dude. There you are. The meeting will be held on the second floor. Earth and Shire is
Ritterrock will be joining us. I look forward to hearing what the Pulsewarn's position on tourists coming to visit. Moblu seem to think that the artisans are enthused. Still, I can't help but feel nervous. I'm sure I'll be fine. What an honor this is. Ritterrock, Liplu, and Cecil herself. Thank you for coming. Ritterrock didn't know you were involved in looking toward busy deals. How delightful it is to meet again. Pelu mentioned your proposal to bring tourists to Earthenshire, and we should be glad to welcome them with open arms. The Pottsworn were supportive too. That's fantastic, thank you. Though I have to ask, what if our customers distract your artisans from their work? I hate to have this arrangement to negatively impact Earthenshire's trade. No need for worry frowns, but many Pottsworn themselves stay in contact with outsiders will provide fresh inspiration. We are happy to guide what visitors do. Until recently, many Hellpans were recovering from hurdy fields, but the situation has greatly improved. Besides, it'll bring more opportunities to sell crafted goods. Mobbies will make sure the Pottsworn can keep working unhindered, even during the Lucky tours. It should indeed. Our wares are proving popular with visitors to Hanu, and the proceedings have enriched the community. Everyone stands to benefit. It fills me with joy to hear stories of what's happening to spread the trade. Ritterrock does have one question. The Great Stairs are still impassable as the repairs are ongoing, so how will visitors reach Earthenshire? Liplu and I discussed the matter at length. Balloons? Hot air balloons? We'll send them flying on flying punies. I don't know what I can't remember what those things. I don't know how to respond to that. I really don't remember what they look like. I don't know how to respond to that. A handful of puny. I'm gonna call you punies because I can't pronounce that word. Bard just ply the woods with between upstream Kozumaka and the two. Oh, is it the giant? Is it the giant little the hippo looking thing, or not the hippo? The sea cow. Is that what that is? Is that what it was? Massive waterfall lies between complicated matters. Traveling by boat, you have to head downstream, then join Hyakatumu. These fucking words. But there's an alternative, though seldom used since the flight of Wee Wingless was built. Wee Hanu once imbued Punus with the gift of flight, enabled them to transport passengers over the falls. The method requires vast quantities of reeds, hence why we were unable to employ it during the right succession. But this might be the perfect occasion to revive the old ways. Quick jump between Earthenshire and downstream Kozumaka. Ritterrock likes the sound of that. Of course, we'll need staff well versed in Punu care, which is why I've already reached out to some beastkeepers. Part of me balks at the idea of spending all that pel. You see those dollar bills? Dollar bills! But my internet abacus ensures me this is yet another worthwhile investment. There isn't a moment to lose. It's time to make airborne Punu travel reality once more. Alright. It's the giant manatees, isn't it? Aren't they? Alright. I'm glad our plans for expansion look set to succeed. For the cooperation, I'll see that our Mob and Hano partners will get their fair share of the profits. But first, let's ensure that there will be additional profits to share in the first place. We'll need a large effigy to channel our wind magics into the Punus, and for that we'll need plenty of reeds. Not to mention reams of cloth stitched with ether-enriched flight feathers. But we can leave the preparations for the latter to us Hanu. I have business in the capital, so I'll procure the Punus. Come to think of it, I'll have to commission Wook Evu to build an enclosure for them too. Which leaves the reeds. I realize this is grunt work, Cecil, but permit me to entrust that harvest to you. Sure. Speak with Gona Hanu in the fields of gold. He'll point you in the right direction. And why piss me off? It's we could be there. Oh God! I'm a farmer now, apparently. I'm a farmer. What am I doing? The teleport's right there. I just teleported literally across the way. I thought I was in the dock. I was not in the dock. I was never close to the dock. I just teleported from one platform to the other. Well, Matt Zano Holly said you require some reeds. The plants nearby are ready to harvest. Feel free to take as much as you need. After all, you have you and your friends to thank for the bumper crop. You know, these days we get plenty of visitors to the fields. Some even ask to help with the harvest. It's a joy to see this, that's for sure. Anyway, it won't be long until the next Ihihana. I hope you can join us again. Sorry, I should let you get to work instead of talking your ear off. Once you have what you need, deliver the reeds to Lano Holly and coat. I'm not even gonna fucking say that word. I will not be able to pronounce it, because I'm too stupid. I'm illiterate. Alright. Give me these reeds! Pluck them out of the earth! Alright. You know, for Disciples of War Magic Beast Tribe, there's a surprisingly lack of fighting in the actual main like story. I'm going back. Where? There? Poga! Poga! I wonder where the other beast tribes are gonna be. I'd probably assume one's gonna be up in the mountains. But for the third one, I don't know where that would go. I don't know where they could possibly go. Maybe the XIV? Or not the XIV, in the what the fuck the place is called? Alright, I'm gonna the place where the raid is. I can't think of the name. I can't remember the name. Hello there. I hear you have some reeds for us. Gibby, have 5 bundles of reeds. I wasn't expecting such a haul. Thank you. Together with the reeds and my fellow Hanu have collected, we should have enough to construct an effigy. The next step is to dry the reeds with a little help from our wind magics. Once the effigy itself is complete, all I will be left to do is swaddle it to a special cloth. You ain't worry about the details, though. We'll see to the rest. Return to the travel agency in case they need you there. Alright. Okay. Alright. Alright. Hello, Lip Blue. There you are. Just got back myself. The beast keepers are on their way with the funerals as we speak. Once the creatures are capable of flight, it will be a quick hop to Earthenshire. I'm planning to offer bespoke tours for customers wishing to purchase pot-sworn crafts straight from the source. Thankfully, Whatever agreed to work on the enclosure. Once the effigy is finished, we'll just need to wait for Rosano Holly to arrive. Divine Wind Lake claim the effigy. Grant these waterbound beasts to get to flight. a lot of fucking reeds for 5 little bundles. So I'm guessing that's gonna be our beast tribe mount, the manatees. I'm assuming that's gonna be our tribal mounts. Free Willy! All right. And so yeah, I'm assuming that's gonna be our tribal mount, which my image is up. I forgot about the image. Oops, sorry about that. I got distracted with the phone call. Oh, why does it have to be a manatee? I guess my expectations for our tribal mounts aren't very high, because most of them are not really that cool looking. Aside from the Omicrons. Omicrons are the best one. I mean, how could you not hate this little thing? This is probably the best one they could have given. Alright, so once we go to the next rank, I will be back. So, hang tight. Alright. We can now go to the next rank. So, Liplu, what's happening, lass? Take off the image. What are we gonna do? Can't seem to find anyone up to the task. What's going on? Oh, Cecily, you have a wonderful habit of appearing exactly when I need you. I've got a problem in my hands. Don't worry, the agency's doing just fine. The Earth and Shard tours have been a runaway success, and if bookings were stay steady, we'll soon recoup all the recent outlays. Well, that's actually the problem. The upper reaches of Kozamalka are proving too popular. We're struggling to meet demand with our current number of tour guides. I want to address the issue before the bird starts wearing the staff down. You want to wear everyone in need of work who knows the region like the back of their hand, are you? Do you? Well, they ask Pelu and Hanu. It's not the job for the Moblins. A certain bandit gang comes to mind. Those assholes! Almost forgot about them. You don't mean the bandits who kidnapped the Dawn Servant Wook Lamad in the Rise of Succession? I'm sure they know the area well, but... Oh, hold on, I don't remember hearing... Oh, shit. I clicked it by mistake. I suppose if they wanted to atone for their crimes, the generally wished to make a fresh start. She sees the dollar bills. Your abacus is clacking away. It says we speak with them at the very least. Reduce the strain of our staff, have former bandits give back the communities they've wronged. Yes, everyone stands to gain much from a potential arrangement. Oh boy. Would you be willing to track down those bandits? I knew I could count on you. Let's head to the many fires and see what we can glean from the locals. No, many countless times, and I almost just said it. Every time I look at the word many fires, I keep wanting to say many fries. And I almost said it. And I almost said it too. It's like I stopped myself at the very last second. Like, oops, that's not the name. Many fries. I don't know why many fries comes as the first thing out of my mouth every time I see that name, but I've since dubbed this place Many Fries instead of Many Fires. I almost just said it too. Have you seen some bandits? Has Mobby heard of wind talk of bandits? I'm afraid not. These parts have been peaceful of late. Plenty of time to fish. Though I did catch a scrawny fish in the woods not far from Deceiver's mantle. A Tanawada with crazy hair as bright as Jingly Shine. I wonder who he was. Jingly Shine. Who knows? It's probably the man himself. Have you seen some bandits around here? You seek news of the bandits, let them parole. Sneaky takers, a lot of them. They spread many bad feelings in the village their crimes. Cheese was not for them. Cheese was not for them. Apparently they were eye-catched not so long ago. Mommy dreads to think about the inevitable recidivism? The fuck's that? Well, what is that word? I hope they take time to reflect on the wrongness of dirty taking and are ready to make an honest living. Okay. I don't know what that one word is, but okay. Whatever you say, mans. My goodness, it's you! You came with Dawn Civic Kona seeking information about the band that waylaid me. Is there anything I can help you with this time? You wish to know what happened to Wakesa and his band of brigands after all that? Oh, I gather they surrendered to the Lands Guard. They even confessed the whereabouts of their stolen goods, that everything might be returned to the rightful owners. Sure enough, my merchandise made its way back to me. Apparently, some of their victims were so moved by the gesture that they petitioned the Lands Guard for a more lenient sentence. Perhaps that's why the Wild Local Law granted them parole. I don't know how they fared since, but I've heard nothing suggests that they've been causing trouble. Anyhow, if you have to excuse me, I must meet with the client in Urko. I do hope we meet again someday. We probably won't. This will probably be the last time I see you. Alright. Any news of your bandits? So they turn themselves in, turn the stolen goods, and are now living in the wilds and are being pardoned. What's more, it seems they haven't fallen back into their old habits. Let's make for the woods to the south. That's where the angler spotted Wakesa, right? Hopefully we'll run into him there. Alright. Okie dokie. Where you at, man? Dogs be barking outside. Starting to think I'm got cut up with fishing. That man can't live off scrounging berries forever. What to do? Ah, you're that stout devil from the cell sword. Listen, I turned myself in, even gave back what I stole. Put the light behind me for good. What more could you possibly want from me? I have a proposition for you. And why should I trust you? You're here to take revenge for the kidnapping, aren't you? I assure you, as my associate says, we really do have a proposition for you. I'm Liplu. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'll get straight to the point. If you're serious about keeping it straight and narrow, then making amends for your past crimes, perhaps you have to work with us at the Tural Travel Agency. Work for you? Ha! See your scheme, plotting to haul me out to the mines under the guise of employment, aren't you? Curse you, Blackhearts! I ate dirt to survive after I escaped. I won't set foot inside another mine while there's still breath in my lungs. Wait! Oh boy. Well, that went well. That was unexpected, and all that talk of mines. He seemed genuinely traumatized. So I wanted to find out what happened to him. Hopefully that way we can clear up this misunderstanding and have a proper discussion. I'd hate to ask, but could you find Wakesa and bring him back here? It was awfully fast, but I doubt he could outrun you. Okay. I can do that. I got a floating sphere, cube, and triangle. You can't run away from me. Alright, where you at, man? Oh, there you are. I don't care how fast they are. They'll never find me here.
What? How? Unbelievable, I haven't got a full pelt yet. Oh, what's the use? Listen, I know what we did was inexcusable. After it came to a head, we made an oath. An oath to never walk that path again. I won't bother another soul. I'll live up my days on the fringes. Please, just leave me be. You're saying this is all a misunderstanding? Well, it's clear there's no escaping you regardless. Fine, I'll hear her out. I put my fate in your hands. Jesus, man. What the fuck happened to you? Were you mistreated? Were you whipped? Were you beaten into slavery? All the above? What the fuck did the Landsguard do to you? I apologize if we frightened you, Wakessa. That wasn't our intention. Are you willing to let us tell us why you fled? Before we get to that, I want you to be honest. Do you really have a proposition for me that doesn't involve dragging me back to those godforsaken mines? In that case, I'll be honest with you. Me and the rest of the gang first came here after fleeing Tural. I'm sure I don't need to tell you, but Shaloni's been a hotbed of development since they found gold beneath the plains, or blue gold. Amongst the folk that got their hands on a drilling permit, there were more than a few looking to get rich quick. The kind of despicable bastards who didn't think twice about sending kids into the tunnels. And we work for the worst of the worst. Day after day, toiling and wasting away. Till we died or escaped, we eventually realized. So we smuggled ourselves out in empty cerulean barrels. You can imagine what happened next. That Vidralba foreman tried to hunt us down, so we fled Kozamalka and took to banditry, as much to conceal our identities as to make ends meet. Right or wrong be damned, we would survive, but when we heard that Dawn servant Wilglamal spoke of our plight during the ascension ceremony, we decided to turn ourselves in. After a time, she showed us mercy and gave us a pardon. And so, there's still that fear of what might happen that foreman or his lackeys were to find us. Thank you for sharing your story and telling me the struggles you and your friends have experienced. Let me assure you that I do not wish to bind you to contracts or chains. I offer only the opportunity for you and your comrades to provide for yourselves. Make an honest living on your own terms. So, how about it? How does working at the Tural agency sound? That's more than any of us dare to hope for. But what if good word gets back to the foreman? If someone shows up to haul us away and we drag you into our affairs, I'll need to look into it to be sure, but I honestly don't think there's much chance of that happening. Thanks to the efforts of the Dust Watch and the Daybreakers, Shaloni is no longer the lawless place it used to be. Besides, I've been working on a plan to help reintegrate former outlaws into society. I was sending out the Ring of Reflection to see if they can't support the initiative. I'm sure the new Dawntrails would give their blessing. Incredible! But you know, it feels like we should be begging you for the opportunity. We burned so many bridges. I'll make damn sure you don't regret this. That said, what exactly are we supposed to do for you? About all we're good for is manual labor and pathfinding. Though I do also know my way around a cook fire after feeding miners for all those years. That wasn't part of the plan per se, but I think your culinary skills might come in handy. A restaurant on site could be a real earner. As for your comrades, we've been looking for individuals with intimate knowledge of upstream Kozamalka who are also capable of handling themselves. My plan was to employ them as guides turned protectors after a thorough assessment and proper training. I say it's about time we got back and continued with preparations. Well, Kessel may expect the agency and Doc Poke once he contacts his friends. There she goes. A girl with a plan. A girl with a plan. Alright. Girl with the plan! Welcome back, Cecil. I reached out to the Rings of Reflection, and it was just as I thought. It seems what Kessa's fears were unfounded. The situation in the cerulean fields has changed dramatically in the past few years. Groups like the Daybreakers have put an end to the practice of child labor, and the Dustwatch have all but stamped out the violent duels that used to be so common. As for the company that you and your companies work for, they have long since been shut down by the Daybreakers. For its part, the Dwing of Reflection is committed to the restoration and preservation of law and order in Shiloni. Any new and unscrupulous drilling and operations are swiftly dealt with. You needn't worry about anyone coming after you. Thank heavens for that. In that case, we can commit to doing our part to repaying our debts. We decided to set aside some of our earnings and repay folk for all the hurt we caused, you see. Wonderful! Simply wonderful! It's a pleasure to have you on board. Alright. What kind of upgrade do we get now? Upgrades! Take off the image so we can see it in full. What do we got? Ooh. Fancy eatery! Look at him, hard at work. Those don't look appetizing at all. But who am I to judge? Maybe they love them. Thanks to the efforts of Liplu and our special advisor, Wakesa, and his comrades have agreed to join the Tural travel agency. The influx of new recruits, the shortage of staff, and the threat to curtail the expansion of the Earthenshire has been resolved. With his former crewmates beginning their tour training as guides, Wakesa himself will be devising a menu of delicious local dishes as head chef of the agency's brand new eatery. Alright. Nice! Nice. Alright, I believe we got like, what, 2 more ranks to go through? Yeah. Oh no, 3 more ranks. Excuse me. Well, technically, well, there's 3 ranks technically, but that 3rd rank won't become available until late into Dawntrail when, all the beast tribes come together. That probably won't happen until 7.5, I would assume. Like right near the end. So realistically, right now, we just have 2 more ranks to go through. Then we'll be done with the Pelu. Alright. So when I can go to the next rank, we'll be back. So I'll see you in just a bit.
Alright, we are back to do the next rank. If I sound a little stuffy, or sound a little weird, I'm getting over a cold, so that's great. And it's also Thanksgiving, so great time to get sick. Shit. Alright, Lip Blue, what's going on? Quick guests from across the salts. Cecil, good to see you. Have you heard? The new eatery is roaring with success. It seems Wakesa's time as a cook in Shiloni has exposed him to all kinds of cuisines. This young fellow is both surprisingly skilled and commands an impressive repertoire. His comrades, too, have proven worthwhile additions, having taken well to guide work. Besides that, there's been an interesting development. You remember Saya, the Wing of Reflection representative, don't you? Our very first customer? Well, we're discussing my initiative to support former outlaws, and all of a sudden he tells me there was something he wished to discuss in person. He's on his way to Dog Poke as we speak. I hope you can join me for the discussion. You gotta be here any moment now. Sure. Hey man, been a while. Been a couple weeks. Thank you for setting aside time to meet with me. Saya, it's wonderful to see you again. You seem in fine fiddle indeed. Likewise, it's heartening to see you in the business doing so well. The strides you've made since my first visit are remarkable. Your expansion to upstream at Kozumauka, flying Punus, was quite a defeat, and your decision to employ former bandits has done much for the wider community. A superb achievement. I know that my colleagues back in Tural are equally impressed. Last time I was here, I spoke of our position on tourism and foreign relations. As with regards to this, that the Rings of Reflection would seek your assistance. But of course, Mayor Abacus is clacking away and it's urged me to do everything I can to support you. We love to do nothing more than to show you foreign guests the delights Tural has to offer. Although visitors from overseas are still few and far between. What exactly would you have us do? You are aware that Tilly recently entered into an alliance with Razanhan, so as it so happens, we've received a visitor from the city-state. When we told her about the Tural travel agency, she expressed an interest in experiencing the region for herself. Would you be willing to provide one of your tours? It'd be our pleasure. Fortunately, we have a slot available. Excellent. The visitor's name is Razav. What the fuck name is that? Razavbot. She's an aura, like our esteemed adventurer, and an alchemist for a trade. I shall return to Tural and inform her of the plan at once. I'll procure an alpaca porter for a journey. You would attend to her when she arrives. I'd be much obliged. We'll be ready and waiting. Oh boy. Again, apologies if I sound like stuffy. Ugh. What time to get sick. So I think the Wing of Reflection would trust as the nation's honored guest. What better way to promote Tural as a premier tourist destination? We wouldn't be in this position if it weren't for you and all your hard-working staff, or our hard-working staff. God, I can't even speak. Now then, we can't leave anything to chance. We'll need to be fully prepared for I'm gonna call you Razov because that name's kind of difficult to say. Razov's arrival. I don't suppose you visited Razanhan? Razanhan? I have, many times. I like to learn as much as I can about our guest's homeland. Of course, I needn't have asked. I'm not surprised in the least that our special advisor was traveled so far and wide. But I've heard the climate of Thavnair is similar to that of Kozamalka, so I presume our guests will not be overwhelmed by the heat and humidity. My primary concern is the local cuisine. Would you mind speaking with Wokesa and sharing your knowledge of Hanish fare with him? I may inspire him to prepare a suitable menu. Sure. If I don't keel over from this congestion. Ugh! I got sick. I was starting to get sick on, I think it was like Sunday. Then it gradually got worse throughout the week. Well, it didn't really get worse per se, but it wasn't as bad as a normal cold. But it's kind of weird because I just recently got over a cold not too long ago, so I don't usually get cold. I don't usually get sick this often, so that's fun. I don't know what the deal's up with that. Oh shit! Sorry, man. I skipped your dialogue. It's hard to be a guest from across the salt. Putting together a menu to suit your taste will have to be a fun, make for a fun challenge. So what might one find on the dinner table in Razanhan? Plenty of fruits. Hanish spirits are renowned by one and all. Wouldn't be a meal without dropping some seriously spicy food. Lots of it. Fruit, you say? Given our similar climate, I'd say Turali fruit should suit her palate. In any event, I'll whip up a meal that puts local flavors front and center and work in a few flourishes to suit our guest. Let Liplu know I've got this covered. Okay. There she is. She's got a monocle, a fancy monocle. Alright, welcome to Kozamalka. Razov, I presume. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Liplu, the founder of the Tural Travel Agency. I'll be your tour guide. Thank you for accommodating me at such short notice. I'm Razov, yes, and I represent the High Crucible of Alchemia. Razanhan's state-sponsored alchemics workshop. Oh, you're Cecil, aren't you? What a coincidence. Hello, Missy. Forgive me, but you must not remember. I'm one of the alchemists you met that were great work. My associates and I examined your friend Estinian. I don't remember this at all. Oh, this is when they went crazy over Estinian? Yep. I remember now. Poor Estinian. Oh, I see you already know each other. Well, I think it's a little more one-sided than each other suggests. The people of Ranzanhan know all of that and beyond owe a debt of gratitude to Cecila. The same goes for us here in the Tural Travel Agency. She's done so much to support our enterprise, not to mention the nation at large. Incredible! Fate certainly works in mysterious ways. I couldn't agree more. Seeing as much you two know each other already acquainted, perhaps you care to join us on the tour. She'll have her own personal protector. Wonderful, allow me to escort you to your room, Razov. I'm sure you'll want to unpack your belongings. Would you mind waiting here? We'll be back in no time. Okay, sure, I can do that. I can't wait to see what Kozamalko has to offer. This is going to be marvelous. She's so excited. All right. Sorry to keep you waiting. Let's get going, shall we? She's so excited to go on a tour. Where's all the fruit? I saw like maybe 1 or 2 bowls of fruit. That was it. Well, she's enjoying her time. Big manatees. Sea cows. It's a good time all around. Thanks to our leader, everything went off without a hitch. And who'd have thought we'd get to watch the Hana rehearse for the next Ihihana? I can only hope Razov enjoyed her experience as much as I believe she did. I'm sure she did. She looked like she was enjoying it. I want to thank you all for everything done. This is a true delight. The climate may be similar to that of Thabnair, but the native flora has been a sight to behold. Speaking as an alchemist, there were so many intriguing specimens, such potential. And the people and their culture. It was fascinating to learn how the Hano use reed woven floats to channel their magics during rites and rituals. Oh, and the Punus were simply adorable. This will help make a very good, engaging account when I report back to Ritra. Our two nations may have forged an alliance, but the ink has barely begun to dry on the parchment. Indeed, it was thanks to the efforts of the Scions that an agreement was reached at all. It would be presumptuous to claim that Tuli and Radzahan truly understand one another yet. Which is why the Satrap sent me, to explore the potential of other mutually beneficial arrangements, and to confirm the friendship between our nations that will stand the test of time. The Hano and their unique magical traditions, and the plant specimen you spoke of. Do you think this knowledge would benefit Radzahan? If we're able to maintain relations and encourage the flow of people between our two nations, Radzahan stands to gain a great deal. Of that I'm certain. Besides, there's so much more I wish to learn about this land. I plan on spending the rest of my time here doing just that. Wonderful, simply wonderful. When you return to Radzahan, I hope you let everyone know what a great place Kozamalka is to visit. Or better yet, their whole Tural. Definitely will. Well, I suppose we should head back to the agency. Off we go! Alright. What is our next upgrade? Because we're running out of space. Actually, I don't know if there's any space left. Well, I guess there is that. That looks kind of like out of place. That could be something. Because they're sitting right next to it. Razov is resting in her quarters. Oh shit, I skipped the rest of it. No! For our visiting alchemist at JSA Kozamalka's vegetation seemed like a veritable cornucopia. I don't even know what that means. Any discoveries I made via alliance will benefit Tuli as much as Radzahan. Indeed, this type of exchange is precisely what the Rings of Reflection are hoped for. I shall make a proposal to Dawntrail Kona as soon as I return to the capital. There's no doubt in my mind that the tourism industry deserves our official backing, and once we may offer it, we shall have a commemorative monument erected to make this clear to one and all. Your support means a great deal, but I can't understate the role of Cecila and the people of Kozamalka had to play in our success. Their happiness is just as important to me. The pale we earn must serve to enrich the community, which is why I can't rest on my laurels even for a moment. Alright. What are we gonna get? What's our upgrade? Ooh, that looks so much better than the slab of wood. Oh shit, image. Not bad. Shame we can't go over there. Well, everyone's having a good time. Now that looks like a travel agency. The travails of Luplu and her associates in travel agency is on the cusp of receiving official backing from the Ring Reflection. The future is bright for Tural's incipient tourism industry, with the Pelu principle of mutually beneficial trade underpinning the endeavor. Where tourists tread, happiness is soon to follow. That is definitely a tourist. That is definitely a travel agency. Definitely, it's got that vibe to it. Sweet. All right, we did it. So we got one more rank to go through. This one takes a whole week to go through to get to the next rank. So once I get to the next rank, I will be back, and that'll be it for this video. So I will see you all very soon. Alright, we are back for the last rank up. Well, the last rank up that we can actually get right now. So, let's talk to Liplu and see how this all wraps up. Partners in Pel! Sasala, thanks to you, the Tural travel agency goes from strength to strength. The Ring of Reflections backing has been a real boon, and we're seeing more traffic than ever. And it so happens we're due a visit from another special guest today. As you many times before, will you join me in welcoming them? Sure. Thank you. Let's go and wait by the Wing of Reflections monument outside. Alright. Who's coming now? Who's the big guest? Who is the big guest? And how will we get our last final upgrade? I appreciate how generous you are with your time, I really do. Our guest should be here any moment now. Alright. Who's coming? Missy! Is that who I think it is? Is that the girl from the... It's Mablu! Liplu! Sasa, it's been a while. So good to see you, Mablu. Welcome to the Tural Trilogy's Kozumaoka branch. That's right, today's guest is none other than my dear friend Mablu. I'm sure you noticed, but she's had a hand in practically... Oh shit. Skipped it. From procuring supplies to facilitating critical communications and relaying news from trading posts all across Tural, she's been a huge help. And let's not forget, it was Mablu who introduced me to you. The Tural Trilogy wouldn't be the institution it is today without your tireless efforts. You have my eternal gratitude. I'm just as grateful. And Tural, I've gained my fair share of Pel as well. Still, I can't hold a candle to you, Liplu. Forging ties with the community and securing the endorsement of the Wing of Reflection. As a fellow entrepreneur in pursuit of our shared goal, I shall have to redouble my efforts. Ooh. A little bit of a competition. Never told her this, but after Mablu first committed to becoming a peddler, she came to the alpaca wool bedding import I was operating at the time, and put me to a business proposal. Due to recent events, Tural has known much hardship, both great and small, and she wondered if perhaps we, through our mercantile pursuits, might do something to hasten the nation's recovery. From the terrible storm that destroyed the bridges and rendered the flight of we wingless impassable to the sudden death of Galal Jaja, we had much to cause grief. But it is our way to spread happiness through trade, and I had to believe we could still make a difference as only we Pelu could. When you and your comrades returned in triumph, there were festivities during which I spoke to me Turali. I sensed the people's growing desire to learn about their neighbors and share their own culture in turn. That's why I told Liplu I saw an opportunity ripe for the taking. So I decided to establish the Tural Travel Agency. Mablu would keep in touch as she peddled her wares on the road, supporting us with her observations and insights. We are business partners in a Tural revitalization initiative, so to speak. The more we expand our operations, the more people and communities to which we could bring visitors and their Pel. The more with everyone's help, we even enrich many lives, but this is only the beginning. Through trade, we'll continue to bring Tural together and give them ample cause to smile. After all, that's what we Pelu do, now and always. You're right about that? I hear my inner advocates clacking away. It's probably we can hold true to our traditions. And just as convinced as I am that all our dreams will come true. I do hope you both keep Tural Travel Agency in mind wherever you might be. Do be sure to send plenty of customers our way. Okay. We can do that. Do we not get another final upgrade? Rippers. Alright. Usually there's like one final upgrade. Liflu. Where would I be without you, Cecila? You contribute so much to the agency and aid us in assembling an amazing group of collaborators. The Hanu are a joy to work with, and the Moblins are thrilled to have found a all new audience for their crafts. Not to mention the alpaca porters and Punu hands, pleased with all the extra Pel in their pockets. But as I keep saying, we wouldn't have been able to forge all those ties in the first place and weren't for your help. I'm sure you're tired of me singing your praise, but I really do owe it all to you. Thanks for sticking with me as I've taken these first real steps towards my dream. No problem. I wonder where the next steps will lead me. Homeward to Urko? Or perhaps I should set my sights on Tural. Who knows? One day that Tural Travel Agency may even have an Alexandrian branch. After all, a path only extends as far as you're willing to walk, and my legs have plenty of life left in them. Man, well, he's ambitious. Or she. I can never tell who is female, who's a male. Rank up! Bloodsworn! Do we not get one more final rank up? Or, upgrade? No. That's all. Alright! And with that, we are done with the Pelus! Now, as always, there is a 9th rank, but that's not going to happen until all the beast tribes come together and have a big old wrap-up party. And that probably will not happen until I would probably assume 7.5, 7.55, somewhere around that range. So yeah, it'll be a while before we can get the next rank. And yeah. So, Pelu is done, which means we are done with Final Fantasy 7, or Final Fantasy 7, Final Fantasy 14 videos for a little bit. Next video that will probably come out will probably be the Christmas event that should be starting in a couple. It should be starting fairly soon. So after that, we'll be back on the waiting game. So, I hope you enjoyed it. And I will see you all in the next video. Later.